Welcome to another episode of Around the House. Today we are going to work on a Moen faucet. First I'm going to unscrew the handle from the stem, and once it's loose you pull it right off. And in this case I already had to take off the stem insert, so it's already loose. So I'm just demonstrating how the channel locks work, and then you just unscrew it. And then this is tight in here because of the rubber seals, and it's a tight fit so it doesn't leak. So I just get a small screwdriver and I lift it up. And then once I get it to lift up, I get a larger screwdriver and lift it up as much as possible. And then sometimes you're able to pull it out with your hand. In this case it's still tight because there's two rubber O-rings on here. I get the channel locks and then I'll just grab it and pull it straight up. And part of the problem why it's tight is because of the vacuum. So this is the old one, and compare it with the newer one. It's $8.99 for this one. The hot and cold are both the same. Take it out of the package and compare it with the old one. And as you can see, they're both the same. And the reason why it was originally loose is because I took this out. I got the left side and the right side, so I get the replacement, and then I put it all back together so I could do this video. So I was pointing out the notch on the cartridge and also on the faucet, and then you just push it down into place, lining up the notches, put the nut back on, and you can see I forgot to tighten up this nut once again as I put this handle together. So I'll go ahead and do the other side, and I'll go back and tighten up this nut. So I loosen up this cartridge, or I'm sorry, I loosen up the handle. Then I'm gonna have to, this handle is loose, see how it wiggles there? And that just takes a Phillips screwdriver to screw, it screws both pieces together. So I get my channel locks, I loosen up the nut, a couple quarter turns, maybe a half turn total, and then you'll be able to take it apart by hand. Get my little screwdriver. And pry it up a little bit so I get a bigger screwdriver in there. And you can see the cartridge, how it pops up. And then it's out. Get my new cartridge. And line up the marks, the notches. And put it into place. It's a little bit hard to push in because it still has water in it, and the water is off, so I turn the water on. So as I do push it down, it'll come out of the sink to relieve some of the pressure. And then I was just a little bit off with the notch, so I'll move it over with the screwdriver, push it down the rest of the way. Put the nut on, tighten it up. You don't want to make it too tight, you just want to make it so it seats. I'll take the other side off and I'll tighten the other side up because I forgot about it earlier, if you remember. And I put the handles back on. This is the cold. It's the Phillips screwdriver, or Phillips screw that tightens them both up, and the red is the hot that tightens the two pieces together, the top and the bottom. And you just screw the bottom down, turn the water back on, and you're done. Thank you for watching Around the House. I am just starting out with Around the House, and I'm in need of some subscribers. If you'd please take the time to subscribe and share my video.